Alright, so we did The Land Before Time, and that was a 10 out of 10 for me, but what truly matters are the sequels. So you guys know, my main videos are posted Saturday nights in Australia, so that's around Saturday morning in US. Though may still post a video here and there during the week, just for to let you guys know. So let's get started with The Land Before Time 2. Roll the intro. I forgot how much I knew of this movie. Watching this movie reawakened so many memories of watching this as a child. I also didn't realize Chomper comes into it this early. Yeah, he comes into it in the second movie. I thought it was the third one. But anyway, so Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure, came out in 1994, 6 years after the first one, with the only returning voice actor being Sarah. Though they do have Walt Paulson as Spike, that's pretty funny to me. They got him for a non-speaking role, but he also does the voice of Chomper, which doesn't he doesn't even speak either. So I don't know, maybe Walt was just in the studio and they're like, "Hey, well, come do some voices for us." Yeah, sure, whatever, I'm here. It starts with narration, which is fine and all, and then straight into singing, which is not very good, sorry to say. But I think it is the kids singing, which is cool of them to do. They usually get other singers to mimic the kids, but they're more professional singers. But I think it's just the kids, so I'll say that's really cool and all, but it's not very good. But that said, it hit me right in the feels. Because as soon as I heard that, it reminded me that I've seen this movie before, and hearing that song again hit me hard in remembering this movie. So this movie isn't made by the same people, and you can kind of see that in the way it looks. Like, it doesn't quite look like a Don Bluth film, but that said, it still looks like a Land Before Time movie. Just a bit more colourful, which makes sense with them being in the Great Valley, but they still do the same perspective stuff a lot. It's still very nice animation for a straight-to-DVD sequel. So the thing with this one is Littlefoot hates being little. He isn't able to do things that his grandpa could do because, well, he is young and not strong enough as well. So that's something that plays a lot into this story. But we are soon introduced to the villains of this movie, the Egg Stealers, aka Egg Eaters. They're still keeping up with giving things different names, and I do like that. I love that running kind of thing they do. So, here as well though, is one of the problems with this movie. Is the villain in the first one was a Sharptooth, a carnivore T-Rex that just wants to eat and kill. And he was a legit threat. He killed Littlefoot's mom, and so there was a sense of danger there. Here the villains just want eggs and are cartoonish. You got the mean one and you got the derpy one, so I don't feel like they're any kind of threat. Even though I do like the overall design and I didn't mind them as characters, they're just not this. So we briefly see them try to go for an egg, only for them to fail, and then we are back to the main characters. They're a bit bored and decide to play, but to get to where they need to go, they gotta go through the Seeking Sands, where they almost die. But the adults save them, and then it goes to nighttime, and we see more of the villains, and get the villain song, singing about eggs. And yeah, it's bad, let's be honest here. Like, my nostalgia is telling me, oh, it's fine, but it's not that great or even that good. So we get that, and then during the night, Sarah gathers everyone and talks about how they all got scolded for going into a dangerous place. And admittedly, this part made me laugh. Everyone is saying how they got the same lecture, then Sarah is like, don't play with long necks, big mouths, or spike tails. Oh, well, it was mostly the same lecture. Her family is a little racist, or speciesist. This does explain her attitude and the way she is, though. That's very true. Which, may I add, she is not as bad as I remember. Again, she still has moments where she is weak and vulnerable, but then still is bossy. But yeah, they equal it out nicely in this one, and yeah. So they talk about like how annoying the grown-ups are, and that they're not just silly kids. They want to do their own thing, and they even talk about leaving the Great Valley. But then they see the egg stealers going for one of Ducky's parents' eggs, so of course they take chase into the mysterious beyond. Even though they came from there, so it's not that mysterious, but whatever. They accidentally cause a rock slide, which then opens up the Great Wall, which I'll get into later. And everyone gets hit by it, including the egg stealers, almost breaking the egg. But of course, it rolls safely back into a nest it came from. But Ducky and the others don't realise this, and so Ducky is quite sad, thinking one of her brothers or sister has just died. And it's heartbreaking, because it's Ducky crying. It's sad. But we know what has happened though, so it doesn't make it so bad then, because they did show us that the egg is safe. It's okay. Ducky hasn't lost one of her brothers or sisters, and so it's nice like that. Like that it did show it, you know, so we don't feel Ducky's pain, but we're still seeing Ducky's pain, and so it's still sad. But then we see another egg right behind her that they think is the egg. We know it's definitely not, and then they do see that it's like much bigger as well. They do see the other egg has returned later, so now they just have this random egg that they're pretty happy to have. They could be the adults now and raise it, look after, but then dun dun dun, it's a sharp tooth. They all run away in terror, but it's so sad, because the little guy has no idea. He just makes cute noises and it looks so sad that everyone left him. It's really sad. But Littlefoot comes back realizing he isn't evil yet. And so Littlefoot takes it upon himself to become his papa, and even gives him his name, Chomper. Chomper is just absolutely adorable with the sounds he makes, and just that he doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. And so Littlefoot tries to get him to eat leaves, but that just doesn't work. It's not what he eats. He just doesn't like it. But figures he will learn to love it. Maybe. So he ends up going to his grandparents to find out how to make a baby eat its food. And of course they're just like, oh, kids being kids and their weird, silly questions. That's a bit of an odd question though, guys. But I also do totally agree with what they say here. That kids are always wanting to grow up, but once they do, they want to be young again. Damn, that's so true. So we cut back into the others, and they think Littlefoot was eaten by the Sharptooth, but then they are attacked by the egg stealers wanting the egg, and too dumb to realise they'd hatched. Littlefoot manages to catch up to them, and then Chomper saves the day! Yay, Chomper! And so the others accept him and sing a song for him. He's one of them now. And it's another not so good song. And then he bites Sarah's tail. Well, that didn't last long now, did it? Poor Chomper though. Like, he doesn't really understand why he did it and didn't mean to. And then we get a classic Littlefoot and Sarah fighting, which I remember well. So I'll go through the rest of this quickly, but Chomper wanders off, ending up going into the Smoking Mountains. The others go to rescue them, end up being attacked by the egg stealers again, wanting their non-existent egg, but this time is saved by the volcano exploding. And then we get a pretty tense scene here with some amazing music, which I'm pretty sure is from the original, but it's still really amazing music though. But then, dun dun dun, they get attacked by the Sharptooth. Two of them this time, because of what I said before, they destroyed the opening in the Great Valley Wall that keeps out the Sharptooth. But these two get in and rampage around in the Great Valley. This part of the movie is really good, because you see the adults going up against them, like Grandpa attacking one of them, and it's great. And it's like, oh shit, are they going to kill his grandparents now? They don't though, and it ain't as tense of a scene, but it's still cool to see the old dude can still fight. But there's a twist. Dun dun dun! Why is this the one thing? I have no idea, but dun dun dun! That's Chomper's parents. And they are just looking for his son. I like that they're making them not just pure killers. They are parents looking for their kid, and then they return back to their land. Well, not before the egg stealers attack Littlefoot again, but Chomper gets his parents to come and save the day. And I like that. So they leave, they say goodbye to Chomper, and the hole is closed up, and Littlefoot learns it's okay to be a kid, and not to grow up so fast. That's the movie, and I do have a couple things to say. I absolutely love Chomper. I always have, and still do. He is so cute in the movie, and so innocent. The whole not understanding thing is just really sad to watch, because you know the others don't mean any harm, and I'm trying to help, but he doesn't know not to eat them. I like all the scenes of Chomper. I don't think this is like a grand adventure or anything like that. It's a very self-contained story that takes place in the Great Valley, which goes well with the title of the movie, The Great Valley Adventure, because all it does is take place there. But yeah, as an adventure, not really. The songs are not good, not awful, but nothing you would like want to hear over and over. Sorry, parents. But all the background music and such is still very beautiful. Though I'm pretty sure it's just like the main themes used in the original, but it's still great to hear them being used here. The animation, while not exactly like the original, is still very beautiful. The backgrounds are well done, and I didn't see any technical fluffs like I mentioned, like the color changing in the last review. But here they are always the same color, so that's good. The story is okay, but honestly, I do like sequels that just give you more of the characters, and this one does. I love seeing Littlefoot again in a sequel that doesn't ruin the characters or try to be ambitious and try to do too much with it. It's just a very self-contained story. And then it's also just a simple story with lovable characters, great background music, and a great lovable new character in Chomper, but does have weak villains and weak songs. But that doesn't mean this movie is difficult to rate, because I love this movie, and that's not this nostalgic talking. This is still a great movie, and that's why it is a 7 out of 10 foxes. I was for ages going to give this an 8, but I'll still give it a 7, just because the singing does bring it down a point in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I think of this movie, and I'm looking forward to reviewing the next one and seeing what rating I give that, and how much I remember of it. Alright guys, so these reviews will come out every Saturday night, for the most part, as long as I can keep up to date and like the weather stays nice and all that kind of stuff, you know, I'll try my best. So for it to come out every Saturday night in Australia and Saturday morning in the US. I hope you enjoyed them and continue watching. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to give this video a like, it really helps me out. And while you're at it, subscribe to my channel because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and this fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now.